Chairman Craven, members of the House Committee on Labor, thanks for your endurance. My name is Jason Chapor, and I'm a business person working in healthcare, and I'm here to support earned sick days. I'm one of the business people who feel that we need to take a broader and longer-term view of forward-thinking legislation like earned sick days, which aims to improve systemically the overall quality of our work environment. And to me, as a business person, safety and well-being are strategic investments. And I think in terms of competitive advantages, and I would ask you to consider Rhode Island's competitive advantage. Rhode Island is never going to be the cheapest state in which to do business, but it can compete as one of the best places for quality of life and work environment. This bill extends our natural competitive advantages. This is a quality of life initiative. By structurally improving the quality of our work environment, you are strategically enhancing what makes Rhode Island special and desirable to current and potential workers and high-quality employers. The first thing I did when contemplating supporting this bill was to study its impact on our business. It will increase our costs. It will not sink us. I feel that it will drive a lot of value for our employees, and certainly businesses will need to plan around implementation, will need to adapt policies, will need to increase reserves. But engaged, healthy, safe employees are our business's biggest assets. And I think that needs to be represented strongly here. This legislation covers time nobody wants to take, but it includes flexibility everybody needs. If you need these benefits, something has derailed you, your kids, your health, your life may be in danger. Most of us work in competitive work environments, and there is an inherent resistance to broadcasting vulnerability. This legislation makes what many honorable businesses would do anyway into a norm. And this is crucial because when people are having their worst day, they need this standard in place so they can use the time they need to rebalance their lives. And the first day one of our friends and colleagues doesn't have to come to work covering up a black eye or with the flu or having to worry all day about a sick child or a parent that is very ill who needs them to be there, or their partner who is struggling with a potentially grave illness, this legislation will prove its value. And I will also say the first time your constituents need to exercise these benefits will be a profound moment for them, and one that will reflect well on this legislative body and the legislators who support this bill. This bill is especially poignant for those of us working in healthcare. One of the most important things about this legislation to me personally is its potential impact on caregivers. And we've heard a little bit about that. You've heard a lot about that. Caregivers are disproportionately more likely to divorce, to raise children on their own, and to at some point suffer abuse. The people who care for us increasingly need our care and attention. With the changing demographics of this country, a higher proportion of working people will be caregivers, and I believe that is true for this state as well. This bill addresses substantive and very real circumstances in their lives. And when it comes to domestic violence or the illnesses of a loved one, the impact on lives can be devastating. Supplying basic protections can be transformative. As we welcome new high-tech jobs into the state and develop an education pipeline to support them, let's not fall behind the curve of our neighbors to the north and the south on legislation that recognizes Rhode Island as a leader in putting our people and their quality of life first. Because if we do that, we will attract and retain talent, investment, and enthusiasm we need to capture the great opportunities that await our small but mighty state. Thank you.